This is Future Talk.
Future Talk.
Future Talk with Omnia Saleh and Hani Balkis.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and good afternoon. I hope you're all having a blessed day. Excited for yet another weekend during Ramadan. We're very excited right here on Future Talk to bring you the latest on what is happening in the tech world, in the UAE, and around the world. Lots and lots is happening today because we're going to be talking about the elephant in the room. Apple's launch event took place on Wednesday. Yeah, was it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday at about 10 p.m. U.S. time. And we're going to be telling you all about what they have launched for all of us to be able to enjoy, and one feature that will be coming for anyone, no matter what money they want to spend on their gadgets. If you have an iPhone, you'll be able to enjoy it.
Yes, indeed. The internet is going crazy over that Apple spring-loaded event, but on our apps all around the world, new Instagram feature is going to filter out abusive DMs automatically, which is very important. And it's very good, actually, because yet again, we're looking at AI and machine learning doing what they do best, helping us live a better life.
Yes, indeed. Coming up on the show as well, we're going to be talking all about Samsung helping us turn our old Galaxy phones into a smart home sensor. Talk about reusing gadgets well, especially because we do know that electronic waste can clutter the environment and can clutter our own homes. We tend to switch to phones, but these phones just lay in our closets, they lay in our drawers without any other usage.
Yeah, I hope they have something to do with my iPhones, because I have an iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, iPhone X, and an iPhone 7 Plus, all in my drawer, untouched, doing nothing with them. So if Apple can give me something I can do with them, that'd be great. But for our apps all around the world, again, Twitter is now letting everyone tweet pictures in 4K on Android and iOS. Now, we do know that Twitter is well known for deteriorating the quality when it does come to uploading pictures and videos, but now they do have that feature, and I think it's about time.
Yes, indeed. Lots and lots is a story right here on the show, so make sure you keep Pulse 95 locked, and we'll be right back.
Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
Apple's first product launch of 2021 just happened 2 days ago. It was an online event, and it was an event that the internet is still talking about, and we are talking about because Apple has launched an AirTag, which has been long awaited, and Omi and I have actually been contemplating it for the past year and a half now. And also the new iPad Pro, TV, and iMac desktop at this spring-loaded event. Now, Apple did launch a range of products, including its long-awaited AirTag to track and find missing items, and even a redesigned iMac desktop in a variety of colors that does use chips designed by the company's in-house chips instead of those made by Intel. And we do know with the processors, Apple swiped out Intel processors for those M1s. Now, other products do launch during the event did include the new iPad Pro with 5G connectivity, a smart TV, a family Apple Card to let people share the same credit card, a new podcast subscription service, and a purple iPhone 12. Now, I don't know why they went and got that purple iPhone 12.
I was so excited. I wanted to announce it.
No. I don't know why purple.
What do you mean why purple? The question is why not? I'm sure if Aisha Al-Mazmi is listening, she's going to be very, very happy, but at the same time pretty sad. I wish they launched it a little bit before. I would have definitely bought it. Yeah,
they should have launched it a little bit earlier during the launch phase of the other iPhones, but it feels like, hey, I don't know.
We thought of a new color. There it is.
Yeah,
or I think, though, it's maybe because it's spring. And pink and purple and pastels are all colors of spring. So spring-loaded, they thought of launching a purple phone.
No one cares about colors when the quality or the technology is going to be outdated in 9 months.
I know. But when you think about it, do you remember how much traction did the green iPhone gain?
Yeah, I feel like now, because what Apple is trying to do when it does come to colors is release a new color every year now, just so people go and buy it. Because I see everyone just buy the new iPhone just because it's blue now.
Exactly. That was a very, very big luring point. Even though when you think about it, it's just the color of a phone. I mean, personally...
Yeah, but how are you going to show people that you got the latest iPhone?
I know. But personally, I put a cover on my phone all the time. So unless you have a clear one, people are not going to see. But clearly, a lot of people have been excited about the green one. And that's exactly why they thought of launching a purple iPhone. But just like you mentioned, Hani, the AirTag is finally out. And now iPhone users or Apple users in general can go ahead and attach it to almost anything. You name it, you can go ahead and stick that AirTag on it, and you can just track it easily through the Find My app on your phone. Even if the AirTag is away from you and out of your Bluetooth range, the Find My app network on your phone can actually help you track it down, and it's actually been helping a lot of people find their lost iPhones. So I'm not going to be worried about it not being able to help you find your belongings. But another big launch at the event was the Apple TV. Now it's much more interactive, much more brighter, and it can actually support fast-moving action at 60 frames per second. So this is going to help us feel like whatever we are watching is a lot more lifelike. It will help you feel more immersed in any show or documentary or series that you're watching.
Now, what I was most excited about, Naomi was most excited about the iPhone 12, the purple iPhone 12, but I was most excited about the iMacs and how they're now available in 7 colors, and it's a 61 centimeter iMac, and it's more compact than the previous models as the volume of the machine has been reduced up to 50%. Apple has also shrunk the size of the internal fans to make the device a lot quieter. Now, it's going to be priced at a starting price of $1,300, and the iMac will be available for pre-order from April 30th, and delivery will begin the second half of next month. Now, Apple, which did launch 4 models of 5G-enabled iPhones in October, is making its own chips to reduce its reliance on other manufacturers. So we're seeing, again, the iMacs are going to be using those M1 chips, and for everything else, it's going to be Apple in-house chips.
Yes, indeed. And I'm, again, very excited about the colors.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors.
Yeah,
7.
yes, and they're all like very spring-related. I love the pastel colors that they've chosen, but just like we've mentioned, there are so many items that they've launched within the spring-loaded event, but if you don't want to buy any of them, you're still going to get to enjoy the spring-loaded event, because they also announced that we're going to be getting the iOS 14.5 pretty soon. And why is this exciting? Because finally, we may just have our iPhone recognize our face with a face mask on.
Yeah, I mean...
without tricks, without tips.
Now, a lot of people are annoyed by that. I'm just used to it now.
You are?
Yeah, I'll just open it and then I'm done.
I know.
And even my iPhone's like, okay, we're doing this again for the 6th time today. But again, I mean, we're looking at a lot of updates when it does come to the Face ID, to the iOS in general, and also just when it did come to their whole lineup. I mean, Apple TV, the iMac, the AirTag. I mean, there came out a lot this year, especially with the iPad Pros. The iPad Pros, a lot of people who don't actually use the iPads now are thinking about, hey, the iPad Pro isn't that bad looking. And I did look at the specs, and the specs were pretty attractive. But obviously, we need to ask the audience, Omnia.
Yes,
what
indeed.
do they think about this? 4215, do it slot, or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. With that spring-loaded event, what do you think, or what do you want from those lineups of products?
Yes, indeed. Is it a new iMac with the brand new colors? Is it the iPhone 12 that's purple? I know that one caught my eye. Is it an AirTag? Or is it the Apple Card? I don't think it's available right here in the UAE, but I think it's coming soon. Let us know which item would you get if money was not an issue. Because we know with Apple, it's always expensive spending. Coming up on the show, we're going to be talking about a Mars rover that has discovered and was able to extract breathable oxygen on the surface of Mars. Will Mars become our home pretty soon? Keep Pulse 95 locked to find out all about it.
Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
You know, we're very lucky living right here on planet Earth. We tend to breathe in without taking a second thought to think about where this oxygen comes from. It's just there, it's widely available. But if we don't take good care of planet Earth, one day we're going to have to go to Mars. And people are already going to Mars to see if it would be habitable. NASA has actually recently discovered that they were able to find breathable oxygen on the red planet, and they were able to extract about 5 grams of that oxygen by using their very smart rover named Moxie.
Yes, indeed. Now, in its first activation, the toaster-sized instrument did, which was dubbed Moxie, which is short for Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment. Yes,
Big
you
name.
heard that right. Actually does produce about 5 grams of oxygen, which is equivalent to roughly 10 minutes worth of breathing for an astronaut. Now, although the initial output was modest, the feat did mark the first experimental extraction of a natural resource from the environment of another planet for direct use by humans. Now, in short, this is huge, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
A rover just transformed or extracted
Yeah.
oxygen or from Mars and made it breathable for humans.
Yes, indeed. And Moxie isn't just the first instrument to actually produce oxygen on another world. What's interesting about it is it's the first technology to help future missions live off the land of another planet. Because, as you know, Hani, whenever astronauts go to Mars or even the International Space Station, they're always enclosed in that station they're in so that they can get or have enough oxygen to breathe. But if you're wondering about how this Moxie rover was able to extract the oxygen, it did that through a process that is called electrolysis. Now, quick science class, but electrolysis is basically having the ability to use extreme heat to separate oxygen atoms from molecules of carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide actually makes up a lot of our atmosphere. 95% of the atmosphere on Mars is made out of carbon dioxide. So if you're able to separate CO2, so you're going to remove the carbon and keep the oxygen, there you have it. You have now good oxygen to breathe. The remaining 5% of the Mars atmosphere is about 1% oxygen. So there's almost a negligible amount of oxygen on the red planet. So it's good to see that NASA is trying its best to make the most out of that oxygen. Let us know your thoughts, though. Would you live on planet Mars if you could? Would you, Hani?
Yes, I mean, if I could live as comfortable as I am living on Earth, why not? Now, obviously, with Moxie making it a lot easier, I think, why not? Maybe in the near future, maybe in 50 years, if I'm alive in 50 years.
Well, let us know your thoughts coming up on the show. We still have lots in store for all of you. We're going to be talking about an Instagram feature that is filtering out abusive DMs automatically. So, influencers, this is going to be great news for them. Keep Pulse 95 locked. We'll be right back.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
It is our favorite time of the day. Riddle me this, riddle me that. It is that time of Ramadan Fawazir or Ramadan Riddles right here on Pulse 95, where you'll get a chance to win 500 dirhams in cash. And all you have to do is answer this riddle and send in the answer to 4215. Do or ittisalat anytime before 9:30 p.m. Yesterday's riddle, Hani, I want to know, were you able to find the answer?
I thought it was carousel,
It is carousel.
but I didn't know. I didn't find the answer yesterday.
Oh, so you just found. I thought, okay, so you didn't know the answer.
I thought the answer was that, but no
Okay.
one told me if it was right or wrong.
Oh, it is right.
Because I was checking our emails, I couldn't find it. So I was
I
like,
asked Taisha and Mazmi. It is carousel. And if you were wondering what yesterday's riddle was, we'll give you a quick rundown. You ride on a horse followed by a car. On your right flies an airplane. Where are you? So that was the answer, was carousel. But today's riddle, if you didn't get a chance to win yesterday, we still have a chance for you to win today.
yes, indeed. The question or the riddle for today is: we have two sparkling lights and we live under two forests. We sleep mostly at night. Who are we? That's a hard one.
I think it's fireflies. I don't know. I might be wrong. Don't take my word for it. We don't know the right answer, but I have a feeling it might be fireflies because of the sparkling lights. What?
They come out at night. They don't sleep at night.
They sleep mostly at night.
Yeah. You have to have something that sleeps at night.
They have to sleep at. Do you know the answer?
I will.
Swear. Every day it's like talking to a fortune teller.
Yeah, I will.
I
Sooner
will.
or later.
Okay, I want the tip though. I'm demanding the tip. Not everyone tuning in. I'm demanding the tip today. You sure it's not a firefly? What if they sleep mostly at night, but they're still glowing?
Two sparkling lights can also mean their eyes.
Oh.
So you gotta think about it like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get the facts from Hani after this, but. Think about the answer and send in your thoughts and your answers to 4215 Door Ittisalat before 9:30 p.m. so that you can get a chance to win 500 dirhams and start your Thursday on a good step and a good note.
Some good money.
Yes, good money. But let's move on to talk about what Instagram is doing to help protect our mental well-being this weekend and every other day.
Yes, indeed. Now, we do know that Instagram, right,
Yes.
is a major platform when it does come to bullying. Unfortunately, a lot of people use Instagram to bully one another. But now, Instagram is having a feature that will filter out abusive DMs automatically. Now, after facing regular backlash over cybersecurity from celebrities and public figures, Facebook-owned company Instagram has now announced a new feature on Wednesday, which was just yesterday, that will automatically filter abusive direct messages for users. Now, it did report that the new tool introduced by Instagram will actually allow users to automatically filter out direct message requests containing offensive words, phrases, and emojis. Now, the tool is targeted at celebrities and public figures who receive a large number of unwanted, harmful DMs. Now, I've seen this actually live on Instagram when it comes to comments. A lot of people,
Yeah.
so sometimes I'll stalk celebrities, right? I'll go all the way to a post like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I'll look at the comments, and someone would comment like 4 hours ago on a post that was 2 years ago,
Yeah,
some harmful stuff.
they would. And people love just sometimes spreading hate on Instagram and any other social media platform because they feel invincible. People don't know what they look like. They don't know who they are in real life, so might as well. But the whole idea behind Instagram doing this is to, give those bullies like a heads up, if you want to go ahead and send in those mean DMs, mean comments, our algorithms, our AI will be able to pick them up, and they won't even show them to the content creators from in the first place. And their main aim behind this is as well to fight hate speech on this platform. So they've already been disabling accounts of users who have sent multiple abusive messages to celebrities, to public figures. So there are big actions that they're being taken to fight those accounts. So you can go ahead and start off by sending a couple of messages, but if you keep doing this, they'll go ahead and block your account and disable it altogether off of the platform. Now, the company did expand its offensive comments filter back in 2018 so that they can, just like you mentioned, Hani, automatically block any comments that come attacking someone's appearance or someone's character. But DMs can be very harmful to influencers, to humans in general. It's a personal message that you're sending to someone. You're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort. So that time and effort can also hurt that person pretty deeply. So if we can go ahead and from the get-go remove them from the DM of a celebrity, of a public figure, then I'm sure this is going to help protect their mental health a lot more.
Yeah, and then when that feature will be enabled, offensive messages will actually be pushed to a separate folder.
Yeah.
And the messages stored in that folder will also be concealed, allowing users to browse messages without needing to read what they say. Now, if a user does tap into a message, they will be able to read, delete, or report it further. Now, I do believe this is a great feature by Instagram, and it is much needed because, again, imagine how many messages or direct messages famous people on Instagram get. I mean, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo has 200 million followers. Imagine how many Instagram messages he gets.
I know, and
people are like, Messi's better than you. Hey, you suck. Messi's better than you. I mean, leave me alone.
Leave the man alone, let him try his best. This feature is going to be coming to Instagram to many countries pretty soon. Right now it's launched in the US, but Instagram did not announce which countries are we talking about, but I'm hoping that the UAE will be one of them. And now content creators right here in the UAE will be able to enjoy exploring, creating content on these social media platforms without necessarily feeling like they're also being burdened emotionally and mentally. Let us know your thoughts. Did you ever deal with abusive comments or abusive DMs on your social media platforms, whether it's from close people that you know or complete strangers?
Yeah, I mean, 4215 do-it-slot our text lines are open. And also, for that riddle as well, don't forget, you guys do need to text us in to get that 500 dirham cash prize.
Yes, indeed. We'll keep reminding you with the riddle coming up on the show. We still have lots in store for all of you. We're going to be talking about Samsung turning or allowing us to turn our old phones into smart home sensors, saving some money, but also reusing our old gadgets.
Gadget of the day.
New tech you might want to play with.
Pulse 95.
If you got an old Galaxy phone, well, now Samsung is going to help you turn it into a smart home sensor. Now, Samsung has launched a beta program to help out some old Galaxy phones to new uses. Now, owners of certain iPhones can download an update to turn the device into a smart home sensor with some neat functions. It can actually detect the sound of a crying baby or even turn on a lamp when it does get dark. Now, the program is limited to certain models which were launched in 2018 or later. It's fairly limited, but it's a nice, accessible offering that could help users get a little more use out of their old devices.
I love this because everyone has an old phone lying around, no usage. Maybe you'd use it if your phone, the one that you're currently using, something goes wrong or it's damaged, then you have a backup phone. But for the most part, they're just lying around doing nothing, being clutter and creating more waste in the environment. So it's great to see Instagram. It's great to see Samsung allowing users to simply download a simple software update through the Smart Things app that many users of Android and Samsung tend to have, and then they can go ahead and start having access to basic functions. And one of those functions is being an audio sensor. So your old Galaxy phone can become a sensor that will detect a sound of a crying baby, a pet barking, or a knock at the door. So it's kind of like a smart home camera while you're away. The next usage of it would be to be able to even detect light. So it's a light level sensor that can turn on a connected light automatically when the brightness levels in a certain room fall below a certain threshold. So what's nice about it is, let's say you have people over, guests, anyone, and you all of a sudden, between the time of, I think, like Al-Asr up until Maghrib, the light starts to decrease a little bit at a time until sunset. And your phone can now help increase the brightness of the room. Now, this update will include battery optimization because that's very necessary to keep the phone powered to help you light up the room that you're in. But for the most part, I think it's a very smart way of making the most out of old phones.
Yes, and when we're talking about old phones, these are the versions or series of phones that are eligible. Galaxy S, Note, and the Z series or Z series that were launched from 2018 onwards are eligible, provided that they are running Android 9 or later. Now, Samsung does say that more devices will be supported in the future, which will hopefully include more budget-oriented devices that owners may be less likely to trade in. Now, if those limited functions don't appeal, there's a lot more you can do with your old phone if you don't mind a DIY approach, which means do it yourself. Now, a lot of people on YouTube actually, and TikTok take out these phones and start doing weird things with them, which I don't even know how they even thought about it. But again, if you're creative and you got time on your hands, why not?
Exactly. But if you're creative and you got time on your hands, you might as well also win some cash for it, because we have a riddle going on every single day of Ramadan. And this riddle is going on throughout the day. So you can text in the right answer to 4215 Door Itisalat and get a chance to win 500 dirhams. Evening Karak from 8 to 10 p.m. We'll be announcing the right answer to all of you. Aisha Al-Mazmi and Mikhail Atiyah will have the right answer, but we have the time to sit down and brainstorm until 9:30 p.m. But the question is...
Yeah, we have 2 sparkling lights and we live under 2 forests. We sleep mostly at night. Who are we?
People have been texting in interesting answers. We've seen fireflies. We've seen eyes.
You know what? I'm gonna do a wild ball with this one.
Okay.
Right?
What's your guess?
It's gonna say humans.
Humans?
Yeah.
Sleep.
We sleep mostly at night.
Okay, but why
we have
would
2
we
sparkling lights,
we
which
don't
are
live
eyes.
under 2 forests.
It could be a metaphor.
What are the forests? What are the metaphorical meaning? Sky?
Sky and your house, or your house in a building.
Could be. Very figurative.
I don't know, man. This one has me out. Or it's either that or bats.
I like bats.
Because bats have big beady eyes.
Yeah, but bats wake up at night. That's the difficult
No, bats
part.
can be asleep up to 20 hours a day.
True, right. You got your animal facts right. Well, then I think bats might work, actually.
Yeah.
We don't know what the right answer is, believe it or not. So keep texting in. Give us ideas as well. But so far we've seen, I think it's fireflies. I don't know why, but the minute I read we have 2 sparkling lights, that's the first thing that came to my mind. But Let us know what your answers
I don't
are.
think so.
You don't think so?
Because we know fireflies have light because they come out at night.
Yeah, but they don't sleep at night.
So how can they be asleep at night
Yeah.
if we know they have light because they come out at night?
Do fireflies' light stops when they sleep? Maybe their bodies just glow. What?
Yeah,
What?
that's
Maybe
how,
their
that's how-
body.
it's the way they guide themselves through the night.
True. Never mind. Well, I think then the answer is in your hands. Whatever you think is the right answer, send it in 4215. Do it to Salat before 9:30 p.m. and you might just be the lucky winner. Future Talk is coming to an end, but you can catch us again tomorrow, same time, same place. Not tomorrow. You can catch us again on Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m.
I'm
Same.
very excited.
Very
for tomorrow.
excited for the weekend. I'm
Yes.
very excited.
So
for
excited
this.
that she wants to come back tomorrow and do the show again while we're all sleepy.
Today fasting is hitting me hard, but
Yeah, I mean, I think we hit the 10th day today,
yeah.
so we got 21 more days or 20 days.
I love Ramadan. Honestly, it's such a special time.
It's an excuse for me to be awake all night.
True.
And no one can be like, hey, you're an adult now. You can't be staying up until 6 a.m. Like, Habibi, I'm
It's
fasting.
Ramadan.
It's
I
Ramadan.
can.
Suhoor, prayer, read the Quran, and then go to sleep and wake up and do the show.
Yes.
Isn't it amazing? But, ladies and gentlemen, again, 4215, do it slot. You have a chance to win 500 dirhams. Enjoy them in the weekend. And, ladies and gentlemen, Future Talk is coming to an end. Just like Omnia said, we're going to see you same time, same place, only here on Pulse 95.
If you liked this episode of Future Talk, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.